Cue the victory music. The Locky two-step finally comes through for your boy, as well as the Locky Trinity. To shout out to anybody that ended up telling that, but I understand if you ended up fading that, considering the recent trend of those parlays. But we got another one for you guys for this weekend's UFC Vegas 77. So don't worry. Hopefully, we are keeping this momentum rolling. I do want to quickly plug the MMA Fight Archive, which has KSW up this weekend, CFFC, and Fury FC all going down this weekend. So if you're looking to do some research and looking to get direct links to past fights for every single fighter on those cards, we got you covered, as every single one of those fights is already posted on the MMA Fight Archive. 7-day free trial available. Check the link in the description below. And shout out to everybody that's been supporting it thus far. We've surpassed the 40 subscriber mark. If you are one of those 40 subscribers, please drop a comment below and let the rest of the folks know what they're missing out on and how they can try it out for free. Again, 7-day free trial available for you guys. Check the link in the description below. All right, let's get into the Locky two-step that we got for you guys this week. Again, last week, Petrino Volkanovski come through for the Locky two-step, and Cameron Simon completes the Locky Trinity, but we still got a lot of work to do to dig ourselves out of the hole that we had from the previous parlays. So the first step that we got for the Locky two-step this week is a little bit chalky, but we're going to go with Evan Elder. Now, I've been seeing a lot of love this week for Ganeto Valdez, and I think people are just getting a little bit too caught up in the number here. I get it. Betting and parlaying and all that stuff is all about numbers, but I feel like this specific matchup, there's a reason that Evan Elder is a minus 300 favorite. He is the better fighter overall. I think a lot of people are getting hung up on the Preston Parsons fight, a fight that he took on short notice and made his UFC debut, in which also Preston Parsons, complete grappler compared to what Ganeto Valdez is going to be doing. That guy loves to scrap. That guy loves to go to war, and Evan Elder does as well. And he has a ton of power and solid technique to go with it to put together immense damage against a guy like Valdez. And I think he can actually even end up knocking him out. The work he's doing over there at Kill Cliff FC is absolutely showing off. And I believe had it not been for that small cut, well, it's not a small cut. It was a pretty bad cut that he took against Nazim Sadiqov in his last matchup. He would have won that fight. He was up on 2 judges' scorecards. I expect him to do the same this weekend and possibly even knock out Ganeto Valdez. So he'll be the first leg of the Locky two-step. Second step of the Locky two-step is going to be Alex Munoz, who actually was closer to minus 120 earlier this week, and now it has swelled up to minus 185. I got in a little bit early this week, and I was surprised at the line being so close, but it seems like the public is finally starting to catch up. Munoz is 0-2 in the UFC thus far, but had a pretty good performance against Luis Pena last time around, and that's the only holdup that I have here, is the fact that that fight was over 2 years ago at this point in time. Apparently, he had an ACL injury that he took time to rehab from this time, because apparently he had another ACL injury earlier in his career and only took 9 months off, and it just did not work out for him. So now he's taking his time to ensure that he can save his roster spot on the UFC, considering that he's on a 2-fight losing streak, and a third likely means the end of his UFC career. So I completely understand his layoff. It looks like he's been training consistently, and I feel like his wrestling will be the key factor for him to win this matchup against Carl Deaton, who's, let's be honest, a legit regional guy. I don't know if he'll be able to cut it on the UFC scene. Obviously, his UFC debut was a short notice spot against Joe Solecki in a fight that he could not keep Solecki off of him. And I feel like Munoz will have similar success, maybe not in the BJJ realm, but more so in the wrestling realm, where he'll be able to crowd him, smother him, and just stay on top of him, do some big damage from on top, and win that fight by decision. There's your Locky two-step. If you put those two together right now on BetMGM, you can get plus 105. You're looking to complete the Locky Trinity, then you can add Mr. Melsik Bogdasarian, who action has been coming in against him this week. I saw him closer to minus 220, minus 250 earlier in the week, and now he's down around that minus 160, minus 170 range. I kind of understand it from the aspect that Tucker Lutz is not a complete pushover, but I feel like the way these guys are matched up, Bogdasarian will have great success in terms of implementing his striking style. He's a power striker who throws in combinations and really ends off his combinations with leg kicks, very hard leg kicks as well. I believe that his early finishing style from the beginning of his career, where he went on a 4-fight winning streak, defeating all of his opponents in an accumulated 60 seconds, I believe he's gone away from that and has decided to be more of a point striker. Although he'll take the knockout if it comes to him, like it did in the Colin Anglin fight, I still believe that he can go out there and portion his gas tank out enough over 15 minutes to get a win. His last loss coming to Joshua Culibao was a fight that he was controlling for about 6 minutes until he had a minor slip up and we saw Culibao jump on his back and sink in a rear naked choke and end up getting the victory. If he can avoid a similar small mistake like that, I feel like he can break a guy like Tucker Lutz, who I believe we saw break in the Daniel Pineda fight, and I believe he'll be able to eventually knock him out probably in the second half of this matchup. So there you go. The Locky Trinity completed with Melsik Bagdasaryan, and if you throw him into the Locky two-step, you get plus 233 odds right now on BetMGM. There you guys go. Once again, the Locky two-step is going to be Evan Elder along with Alex Munoz, and then completing the Locky Trinity, the aforementioned Melsik Bagdasaryan. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying all the content dropping this week. Tomorrow I got you guys again for the 3 best prop bets for UFC Vegas 77. Make sure you guys check it out. See you guys then. Peace.